To another topic, another logarithm, and that is setting our tables to solve logarithm. I said in my last video that there are two ways of solving logarithm questions without tables and with tables, and this is making use of tables, setting out tables. So without wasting more time, let's move to our first example. So we considered a lot of examples today, and I want you to just sit and enjoy. The first one we have we're going to evaluate 34.83 times 5.427. So this is what you do. You make a table, number and log. Number and log. You write out the numbers 3483 5.427. Then, as you have learned how to find the logarithm of number, this integer will be 1 because you're carrying it once to where it should be. Then this will be 0. Then you find the logarithm, this will give us 5420. I made a video on how to make use of statistical table to get this, so you can check down in my channel for it. And for the second one also, you will find the logarithm that's 7346. So this is multiplication. Know that whenever you're dealing with multiplication, it will be talking about addition, just like we know in our indices. So multiplication is dealing with addition, division is dealing with subtraction. So we'll be adding this together, and that will give us 2.2766. Now we are not done. We have only gotten the addition of this. We need to find the antilog. We need to find the antilogarithm of this. And we find the antilog, we'll get 1891. But this is 2. The integer is 2. I've told you how to do that also in my last video, how to find the antilogarithm. So we're carrying this to the right of the 0, 1, 2. So the decimal point should be here. So that's our final answer. Moving on to the second one, let me do it here. The second one we have 4562 divided by 98.72. Sorry, 76. Number and log. We have 4562 98.76. So this will give us 3.6592. This will give us 1.9946. Can take a logarithm table to confirm. Then you need to subtract because we are dealing with division. So you subtract, you have 1.6646, and then you find the antilogarithm. You find the antilog, you get 46.19. So that's the answer. For the third one, we have 53.73 raised to power 3. Now, when you are dealing with when you have anything raised to power, what it means is you'll be multiplying them. That is what it means. So number and log. So we have 53.73, and we have to find the log. So we find the logarithm. This will give us 1 point. You know, behind us, right? This is the integer. And 553 on that 7, give it 3. That gives you 7304. Then you multiply it by 3, just like I've said. Have been multiplied by 3. So that will give us 1.6646. And you need to find the antilog. When you find the antilog, you get 155300. So that's the answer for that. And let's do number 4. Number 4. We're trying to evaluate 3 roots 350. So also do as you have been doing, number and log 350. Now whenever you see something like this, roots in making of tables, what it means is you are dividing. I'll teach you what you do. So you have 350, and this will be 2 point, the log will be 2.5441. Now you divide it by 3. Divided by 3, and when you divide it by 3, your answer will be 0.8480. Then find the antilog. Find the antilog of this. The antilog will give you 7.047. That's the answer for this. Now let's go to more complex ones. We have 42.87 times 23.82 times 1.127. So number and log, we have 42.87, 23.82, 1.127. What it is, just find the logarithm and then you add all up. So the integer of this will be 1, the integer of this will be 1, the integer of this will be 0. So this will give us 6321, this will give us 3770, and this 0518. You add them up, that will give you 3.0609. And then you find the answer. The answer will give you 1150, and that's the answer. So let's move on to number 6. Number 6. And this is more complex, I need to be vigilant. We have evaluate 3, take the cube root of 218 over 3.1. You see, this is application of more than one of the laws we have been using since. So you set out number and log. So I advise the first thing you do is you firstly solve what is inside, then you apply what is outside. So this is 218 divided by, so you can write this as 3218 divided by 3.12. Then you solve this before you have apply what is outside. So we have 218, we have 3.12. So this will give us 2.3385. We find the log, and this will give us 0.4942. Then you subtract. When you subtract, your answer will be 1.8443. That's the answer. Now I told you when you're having root 3, that means you will be divided. So that means our answer will be divided by 3. Our answer will be divided by 3. So that will give us 0.6148. Then you find the antilogarithm of this. You find the antilogarithm of this, that will give you 4.119. And that's the final answer. If you want to check it, I'll just press the calculator for this to give you this straight. I'm moving on to number 7. Getting tougher. Evaluate 17.83 times 246.9 all over 256.2 times 3.26. So just the same thing number. Now I advise you don't be afraid when you see big questions. Just solve it one after the other, one after the other. So what I advise is you firstly solve the numerator, you get a simple answer without finding the answer of it yet. It's until you get your final answer before you find the answer of it. Then you find the single answer for this, then you now apply this and then find the answer of it. So let's do it. We have 17.83, we have 246.9. So that's the numerator. So let's solve for the numerator. We get 1.2511 for this, get 2.3925 for this. You add it. So our numerator, the answer for our numerator will be 3.6436. Now we are putting our numerator. Then let's go for our denominator. We have 256.2, then you have 3.26. So for this gives us 2.4085, and this gives us 0.5159. Then you add them. When you add them, that will give you 2.9244. So we are putting our denominator. So when we get our denominator, now since we are putting our numerator and our denominator, we can then divide. We can then divide them. So once we divide them, let's bring this out. Let's bring this out. This is 3.6436, and this is 2.9244 divided. We are dividing, we subtract. So we subtract both of this. So that gives us 0.7192. So we then find the antelope because we are putting our final logarithm. Find the antelope of that, and that will give us 5.238. That is the final answer. But I think I'll be doing the last example. You can lay your hands on some other examples to become more perfect in this topic. And that example is this, number 8. Number 8, we are told to evaluate 36.12 cube times 750.9 over 113.2 square times 92.5. So just like we have been doing, I will advise you to firstly solve them one after the other. You solve this, when you get the final answer, you apply it to this. Then you solve this, you solve this, you apply it to themselves. Then you you do both together. So let's do that. Number and log. That is log it down. It's not long, that's why I'm praying it. The log file anyway. So we have 36.12, 36.12 raised to power 3. So you find the logarithm of this. Then I told you this will be multiplied. That's, you find the logarithm of this, that will give you 1.5577. Then multiply by 3. Then multiply it, that will give us 4.6731. We are putting that. Now, this, you can bring this also here. You have 750.9. Then you find the logarithm of this. You are multiplying. When you find the logarithm of this, you add it. So we are doing the multiplication. So the logarithm of this will give us 2.8756. Then you then solve. You add them. That will give you 7.5487. So that's the numerator. We have successfully solved the numerator. Now let's move to the denominator. For the denominator, we have 113.2 square. So we'll find the logarithm of 113.2. That will give us 2.0539 multiplied by 2. That will give us 4.1078. So as you are seeing, I'm getting the answer pages because I already wrote what the logarithms are. So you have to check the statistical table to get them. This is just to ensure effectiveness of teaching and then to make it real quick. So we have the second one, which is 92.5. This is square root. That is 2 is here. It might not be written, but 2 is here. So you find the logarithm of 92 under 5. That will give you 1.9661. Then divided by this, divided by 2. Then this is divided. So that will give you 0.9831. Then you solve. When you solve, the answer will be 5.0909. That's the denominator. That's the denominator. Now we are putting our numerator and denominator. We need to bring them all together. So let's bring it out 7.5487, then 5.0909. We are having division, so you subtract. So you subtract them, your answer will be 2.4578. Then you find the antilog. When you find the antilog, that will give you 286.9. So that's the final answer. I hope this video was really helpful, and you can share with your friends, you can share with people who are having issues with making use of table. Very easy. Make use of the possible table to get all the logarithm questions they are giving you, and then you find the logarithm of your final answer. I hope it really helped you. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this channel. See ya later.